Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you can put the residual oil on your hands. Now that it's on your neck, we'll be prepared for when we get to that point in our class. So let's just take the first few moments to get our bodies connected to our breath. And we do that by standing tall with our feet underneath our hips, toes pointed straight ahead. Relax your knees and let your tailbone kind of drop back behind you. So your legs are relaxed, grounded through the feet. And as you take a breath in, let some energy rise up through your spine. So we stand tall. Shoulders are floating above the hips, ears floating above the shoulders. Hands are just kind of heavy to your side for now. And as you breathe in through the nose, allowing your lungs to expand, allowing your torso to expand, even down into your pelvis. And as we exhale, let's let the breath out nice and slow, allowing our body to empty completely before taking the next deep breath in. And as we pull the breath into our body, down into your pelvis, let the energy rise up through the crown of the head. And this time as you exhale, notice if you can relax through your forehead, softening your cheekbones and your jaw, relaxing into the smaller spaces of the face, like between our eyebrows, behind our ears, and above the upper lip. And together we'll turn our palms to face forward so we stand tall in that mountain pose. And notice as you turn your palms forward, the thumbs go out to the sides and you kind of feel your shoulder blades packing in and down along the spine. Heart's open, shoulders are relaxed. Continue to breathe the energy up through the center line. And as you exhale, without moving your feet, push slightly into the outside edges of your heels and noticing if that helps to create that curve in the lower back. And on the next exhaling breath, draw down through the xiphoid process right at the base of the rib cage, drawing it into your center. So the shoulders come forward slightly as the fingertips reach towards the floor. We'll take 2 more deep breaths here, inhaling up through the center line. Exhaling again. Maybe this time as we soften our face, we might crack a smile, helping our nervous system to relax as well. And this time on our inhaling breath, we'll reach both arms up. Extend your neck, looking up towards the sky. And as we exhale, chin to your chest. Inhaling to lift. And exhaling to lower. One more time, all the way up. This time as we exhale, chin to chest, hands find their way behind the back, either squeezing your elbows together or extending through your arms. We'll take our head back over our shoulders. Good, and on an exhaling breath, we'll drop our left ear to the left shoulder. As we inhale, take your right ear, top ear up towards the sky, bringing it back to center, and then exhale to the other side. As you inhale, lead first with your ear up towards the sky, and then center. Exhaling over. Alternating right and left a couple more times in each direction. Good. The next time we bring our head back to center, we're going to hold here. Switch which hand you have on top, so you change the clasp behind your back. Again, either squeezing the elbows together, extending through your arms. Check in with the knees. They're soft. The tailbone is going back towards your hands. And we're going to bring the chin down on an exhaling breath. And just a quarter circle as you inhale. Drag your chin across the chest over to your shoulder. On the exhaling breath, we bring it back down to the center and to the other side. Inhaling to the opposite side. Exhaling down. Shifting side to side, again with your own breath at your own pace. Maybe even try to look at the shoulder blade behind you as you shift from right to left. The next time our chin comes back down, we'll release our hands, taking the head back to center. Best if we get skin to skin connection. So you might place your hand underneath your t-shirt. Are we getting warmed already? I feel like I'm warming up already. A little bit? Okay, good. So hand is connecting to the skin, so we get our fascial connection. Push into the chest and then pull down slightly. It might be a little bit slippery with the oil. The opposite hand rests on top to secure it. Relax the knees and the hips. Chin comes back down to your chest on the exhale, and as we inhale, big circle around from one side. At the top, you might jut your jaw forward slightly, and the exhaling breath drops it down. Continuing in a circular motion, again with your own breath at your own pace. When our chin meets our chest again, let's reverse directions. One more time here. We'll release the hands, taking the head back to center. Getting ready for our massage section of the class. So we're gonna take one hand behind, maybe hold the other, your hair with the other hand. The heel of the palm comes right to that space where the neck and the head meet. Push the heel of the palm there and then cup and squeeze, bringing your fingertips in towards your spine. Working your way down the neck. And we'll switch sides. Might be my favorite part of the class. Good. Go ahead and let it relax, taking the hands back down. Left hand's gonna find its way up, placing your hand between the shoulder blades as best you can. Maybe use your right hand to encourage that left hand down, getting that tricep stretch. Soften the knees, relax your hips, tailbone goes back instead of forward, so a little shift backwards. There you go. Opposite hand comes behind your back this time. Take an inhaling breath to lengthen through your spine, and we'll exhale to look over to our right. Take another breath here, and then this time as we exhale, we drop our chin down towards that right shoulder. We hold here for another couple of breaths, feeling that maybe where the shoulder and the neck meet. We'll take another breath here. And to come out of this, that back hand slides across the back of the neck, and you're gonna stop right in that space where you were stretching, then cup and squeeze, trying to bring your fingertips down to your shoulder blade and then squeeze as much of the flesh as you can. Can you hear me okay? Okay. And we'll switch sides. Taking the right elbow up this time, doing your best to get your hand behind the shoulder blades or between the shoulder blades. Then that opposite hand comes behind to the back. Inhale to find that lift, that length through the crown of the head. We exhale to turn to the other shoulder. Take another breath here, and as you exhale, drop down through the chin. Woo! Deep breaths, allowing your diaphragm to expand with that deep breath, allowing the energy to ripple up into the shoulder where the neck and the shoulder meet. Take another deep breath here. And again, to come out of this, slide your hand around the back of the neck, stop where the shoulder and the neck meet, and then cup and squeeze those muscles that thread through the vertebrae and between the shoulder blade, getting as much of that muscle as you can. Good. And letting it relax, dropping it down to the side, maybe shaking the shoulders a little bit here. This time, left hand's gonna come back up. We're gonna take it back into a side neck stretch, but this time as you inhale, fingertips staying connected to your scalp. As you breathe up into your fingertips, slide the fingertips towards the crown of the head, and then exhale to relax your neck and reset the hand. Inhaling to lift and slide. Exhaling to relax and reset. One more time. Letting the hand drop down this time, inhaling back to center. We'll switch sides. It's your favorite artist, Linda.
I know. Best part.
Inhaling to lift up your head into your fingertips as they slide towards the crown of the head. Exhaling to relax. I know, I love it. One more time. Inhale to slide. Exhaling this time, let your head relax, or hand relax, head comes back to center. Nice job. Shaking it out a little bit. Now we've got to do our range of motion through the neck that comes in a circle parallel to the floor. So as we get there, hands are going to find their way to the chest. Soft bend in the knees, relax your tailbone back. And we're going to drive our chin forward and down at an angle, shortening the muscles behind the neck, and then lengthen them by pulling your chin in and drawing the head back. Forward and back. Nice job. Embrace the double chin. Bring your chin down to, there you go. Good. The next time we come back, hold it here, and we're gonna slide from side to side. Not turning, not tilting, but just a shift right and left. Debbie, have you been practicing? Good. Yeah. Just think about being out to dinner with your friends, but the table next door has a really interesting conversation. There you go. There you go. And then creating a circle. This time we're going to come forward, side, back, and side. Forward, side, back, and side. Doesn't have to be perfect. You might smooth it out into a circular motion. And let's reverse directions. Going side, back, side, and front. Maybe smooth it out. And let it relax. Nice job, ladies. Alrighty, so from here, inhaling breath takes the shoulders up to the ears, forward and down on the exhale. Exaggerate the movement, let it come from your feet. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time in this direction. Good, and then the hands go right out in front of us. Shoulders packed down, neck stays long. Left hand goes a little further forward, inhaling shoulder to your ear. Keeping your chest forward as the hand comes back, slow and controlled. Taking the hand down, creating that stretch through the front of the chest. And switching sides, coming a little further forward, inhaling up, turning the palm back, and exhale. Nice job. As you continue to alternate right and left, use your back muscles to help create that stretch by squeezing through the back, helping to take that hand behind you. Moving at a pace that feels good to you, with your own breath, in your own practice. Check in with the pelvis. Notice if you're holding on. See if you can let your lower half relax. We'll do one more time each side. Good. From here, palms are going to face down. Soft fist. Knuckles thread through the center line. Hands as high as your chest. We're going to bring the elbows in and extend the arms. Good. Palms down, thread through, squeeze in, and extend. Good. Get into your heels. Draw that tailbone back. It's kind of like we're trying to avoid it, but see if you can really just hang out through the legs, nice and mobile. The next time our hands come forward, let's reverse directions. Palms up, curl up through your biceps. Palms go through the center line this time. Are we still breathing? No, okay. Palms up, curl, face down as you go out. You got it, you got it. Yeah, that's okay. So just think we're creating a circle in the elbow. All right, let it relax, ladies. Shake it out. Woo! Going into our wrists next. So we're gonna rotate in. Nice. Slow and controlled. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows by your sides. Reverse directions if you haven't already. Get that leg going with the banjo. Good. And then spreading our hands out wide, rotate in from just your thumb. Pointer finger. Our communicator in the middle. Our ring finger. And our pinky. In reverse directions, coming back in from your pinky. Moving to the ring. Our middle. Our pointer. And our thumb. Good. Get those spider hands going. We're going to spread our hands out wide. Pulling those fingertips back. Nice job. One joint at a time. First from your fingers, we bend, and then the knuckles collapse, and then the wrists drop down. Reversing directions, we got wrists, expanding through the knuckles, extending through the fingers, back and forth a few more times. If you wanted to do this at home, you could even do it with a bowl of rice to add a little bit of resistance. One more time, opening out, and then shaking out your hands. Nice job. From here, we're gonna go for a side bend. So let those feet go out a little bit wider. We're gonna try a massage again today. So with the right arm, we're gonna come up and exhale, side bend. And you're gonna try to grab with your opposite hand where the shoulder blade is, right underneath the armpit or right behind the armpit. And you're going to pull back as you take your hand forward, coming towards the chest. Open up in that side bend. Couple more times. So the shoulder goes back as the hand slides forward. One more time. And then we'll switch sides. Left hand comes up. Side bend here. Taking your hand across. Reach for that shoulder blade. Pull the shoulder back as your fingertips come forward. One more time. And let it relax. Nice job. From here, keeping those feet out nice and wide, we're going to inhale, opening up the heart, kind of like our cat-cow thoracic spinal movement. Inhale, try to pull your heart open as the shoulder blades squeeze together. Neck stays in line with the spine as we lift up, keeping the tailbone back. And as you exhale, bend through the bend down through the torso, through the lower rib cage, bringing your shoulders forward. Inhale to open, and exhale to close. Shoulder blades slide in and down along the spine to expand through the heart space. One more time. Exhaling forward, back to center. Shoulders staying over the hips. We're going to go side to side. On the exhaling breath, pack that left shoulder down to the left hip. Maybe even think about pushing your hip towards the shoulder. Inhaling up and then exhaling to the other side. Inhale up and exhale down. One more time to the right. Back to center. And of course, we've got our circles, so we're going to exhale forward. Inhale over to one side. Open up the chest and then exhale to drop down from the other. Moving around through the waistline. Again, keeping your neck in line with your spine as you go forward and back. When our shoulders are forward again, let's reverse directions. One more time here. When our head is down again, drop your hands and roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time, pushing into the outside edges of your feet, gently lifting up like a little sprout out of the ground. Shoulders, neck, and head come up last. Nice job, ladies. Moving into that lumbar spine with the feet still nice and wide. As you inhale, the tailbone goes back. And as we exhale, tucking the tailbone under, keep the knees soft, keep the knees bent, inhaling back, the heart stays lifted, the shoulders are broad, just focusing on that lower body. As you inhale, let your stomach expand, let your pelvic floor lengthen, and as you exhale, like you're trying to blow all the air out of the balloon, that is you. Using those muscles to contract and release. Inhale and exhale. One more. And then coming back to center, of course, we got to go side to side as you inhale, hip comes up. Doing your best to keep your chest steady, working just through the hips. Nice job. And of course, we're going to make our circles. As you inhale, tailbone comes back, exhaling to tuck under. Get as low as you need to find as much range of motion as possible. Nice job, ladies. Let's reverse directions. And we'll switch it up just a little bit today, getting into some figure eights. So you're gonna lead with one hip forward, inhale, sweep that hip around on the exhale, and then inhale, other hip comes forward, sweep it around on the exhale. Nice job. And then to reverse directions, lead first on the inhaling breath back, and then exhale as you come forward. Inhale, exhale, sweep forward. Inhale, exhale, sweep. Check in with the shoulders, see if they can relax. Oh, no. And shake it out a little bit as you bring it back to center. Getting ready for a balance and stability. Hands to your hips, balancing on the right foot, anchor down through your right foot like roots of a tree. As you inhale, let the energy rise up through the center line. Hands can be to your hips. And we're gonna turn the toes, left toes in, and then heel to heel, bringing your left toes up as you come back. So we're switching it up a little bit, getting a little bit more mindful of that heel. Good. Toe to toe. And then toes come up as you drive heel to heel. Toe to toe, heel to heel. Good. Maybe making it bigger if you'd like, bringing the knee up and around, still driving heel to heel. Toe to toe, heel to heel. And since you ladies got it in you, I know that you do, let's make it a little bit bigger still for our full hip hurdler. So toes are to toes. We're gonna drive the heel, so you're gonna bend the knee in this position, internal rotation, bend your knee, drive your shin up parallel to the floor, squeeze your glute as you drive your heel back, and then drop it down heel to heel. Reversing directions, heel to backside, drive your shin up, knee forward as you come down toe to toe. Bending the knee, driving it up, squeeze the glute as you drop it back. Functional movement here. How high do you need to get your leg if you're trying to climb onto a horse or a motorcycle or sneak out of a window?
High on my list.
Not high on your list. What if there was a fire and the only way to escape was through the window? One more time, coming back and forth, and let it relax. Nice job. Getting ready for the other. Just throw it over. Bending into that left, or grounding down through the left foot this time. Inhale to find that lift, that length. Hands are to your hips, and the right toes turn in toe to toe. Heel to heel, bringing your toes up. Nice job. Toe to toe, and heel to heel. Nice job, ladies. Maybe making it bigger with that knee lifting up, driving heel to heel, toe to toe. One more time. Let's go back to the front and try that full hip hurdler, or you can stay in one of the other two positions. Heel to backside, drive your knee up so your shin is parallel, squeeze through your glute to bring it back, and land heel to heel. Heel to backside, drive that heel up as the knee comes forward, toe to toe. Nice job. And the idea is just to get the shin as high as you need to go over whatever obstacle is in front of you. One more time to the front and letting it relax, shaking it out a little bit. Oh, that is a lovely sound. Getting ready here for our knee mobility. Balancing again through that left foot, right knee is bent. Anchor down as you inhale, both hands are gonna come up. Exhaling, hands to the heart center. Good. On your next exhaling breath, let the knee come up, left knee comes up. Extend and bend. And then with the knee bent, we're gonna tick-tock side to side. Good. Big circle around. Reverse directions. And let it relax. Nice job. Switching sides, big breath in. Balancing on your left foot, and on an exhaling breath, the right knee is going to come up. Extend and bend. Nice. Tick-tock side to side. Big circle around. Reverse directions. Nice balance, ladies. And let it relax. Beautiful. Getting ready for the feet again, or rather alternating again. Right side this time, balancing down through that right foot. Left foot's gonna come forward. Point and flex. Point and flex. Let your foot be neutral with the toes spreading wide, scooping peeky toe under, stretching the outside of your ankle, and then the big toe goes under, shifting right to left. Big circle around, maybe the toes wiggle around. Toes are a little icy after being in the cool grass. Reverse directions. And then maybe stretch the top of the foot, turning the toes under, maybe rocking across the knuckles of your toes, and switching sides. Balancing left foot, right foot goes forward, point and flex, point, flex. Good. Neutral foot with the toes wide, we scoop under and out. Good. Big circles around. Reverse directions, maybe the toes wiggle. And then pulling the top of the toes under, giving the toes, top of the foot a stretch. Shifting side to side if it feels good to you. And then letting it relax. Nice.